and we're going to go over the online weight loss challenge. So, okay, there you guys are. I want to make sure that everyone is clear on, let's go to Facebook real quick. On our Facebook page, guys, if you go to the coaches page, you will see our schedule for the current online challenge. Here's the coaches page, and you'll see our schedule for the current online challenge here, okay? And thanks to Julie and Pat for really filling in the holes here and taking the helm to fill this in. So this is our current schedule, okay? So for this first challenge, we were trying to put it together on the back end and through Facebook and asking for volunteers, and an amazing job. I mean, everybody really stepped forward and filled in the blanks. So just to make sure we're clear, so tomorrow, Kale is going to post week 3 meal plans, okay? You see posts on Friday, and then the fitness coach for next week is Ryan Slade. Woohoo! The next one is the nutrition coach, CJ. I should have y'all unmuted like y'all can hoop and holler. And then Raina's doing the product spotlight. So just so you guys know, on the meal plans and such, for the first whole challenge, I actually have all the meal plans and recipes. So if you're slated for this week, Tara Ball, you're actually slated for week 5. I think we got you week 4. So Kale is week 3. Shondell is week 4, Tara, and so on. I actually have these already drawn up and everything for duplication purposes. So y'all got a really easy subject there to volunteer for. So and you guys have been doing a phenomenal job, by the way. I just really want to give everybody a shout out. You guys have been doing a phenomenal job on the posting, on the videos, on the information. We all just need to get in and really chime in on that. So then we were going to, for the March online, like do the same method, but Julie is actually suggested. Julie, did you get it? We haven't posted it yet, right?
You just scrolled past it, Tina.
Say that again?
You just scrolled past it. If you go below CJ's post, it's right there.
Oh, okay, this is Sign Up Genius. Oh, okay, where's the link? I don't see the link for it, though.
Just click on it.
See, guys, anybody can do this. I usually have a link. Okay, so, Julie, why don't you, is anybody not familiar with Sign Up Genius? I mean, did you send invites to the whole to all the coaches through Sign Up Genius?
Because I don't have, you have to have emails to do that.
Okay.
So post the link. All they do is if you keep scrolling down, they can just click on it and register for whichever slot they would like to do.
Okay, and so how is it linked? Is this, because we do it through email, so if they click on sign up, it's linked through their Facebook then, right?
No, I don't think so. I think they still have to enter in their email, Tina, and then it emails them what their confirmation.
Submit and sign up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And actually, it notifies me when people have signed up as well.
We did it through invite process on the back end, and they came through the back end on ours. So, okay, so you just, on this, coming through this side, you just click sign up, and then submit and sign up, and then follow the process. Yes? Okay. So, Julie took the time, so thank you very much. Julie took the time to set up Sign Up Genius, guys, where we can all go in and you can now volunteer for the upcoming challenge. So just know that the next challenge launches February 29th because they always start on a Monday so that we can keep that Friday and then Sunday schedule and that Monday through Saturday posting. So while we say March 1st, it's or the first week of March, just realize it's always going to start on that first Monday that's applicable. So this is February 29th, and then it's going to roll through the whole week that we have sign up, okay? So again, thank you, Julie, for, first off, cluing me in that was the link. I saw it there earlier, but it's been crazy on this end. Okay, so Sign Up Genius, and then everybody's set for the schedule. Any questions on our weight loss challenge, guys? We have a phenomenal group. The only thing that I do see is on the back end, and let me just bring it up so you guys can see it. on the back end, and let's just take a team-wide look real quick. There's some of you guys have not actually accepted your invitation to Herbalife WLC, and I just want to show you what this looks like so you guys can, let me see if I can move this, guys. Hold on real quick. I can't actually access my bar. Let's see. Sorry, I'm having trouble. There we go. There it is. Okay, Herbalife WLC. If it still shows pending on my side, then that means that on your side, you've not clicked on the email to actually accept the invitation, which could be two things. I actually have sent all of these out, and like Tara Skinner actually emailed me earlier and said, I haven't seen it, and hers showed pending. So I can click on, like Taylor, I can click on, and it shows the email that I sent it to, and then I can resend it. So if you've not gotten your email, number one, check your junk mail, right? And number two, make sure that we've got the email in here correct. If those two things are not gonna fix it, then we can put an alternate email in there. So just so you guys know, we have Terry Lynn Monder still pending, Taylor Hassett, Ryan George is still pending. And actually some of these I'm probably gonna have to resend them because I think the invite actually expires. Laura is still pending. So if these guys are coaches of yours, just connect with them real quick and let's see if we can get them to accept their pending, because John and Amy, you guys are still pending. Because if they don't, they can't even enter their clients into the challenge for the data entry part, okay? So we are showing how many participants in the challenge and registered in here. Let's see. Should be a total at the top, but I've already started this. I got so many windows open. So out of our 300 and some odd participants, we have 73 entered into the backside. So just know that if they're not in the system here, they're not going to be eligible for that prize on the online weight loss challenge, okay? So just be sure that you go in, you click on, first off, you accept the invitation to online weight loss challenge, you click, you register in on your side, you click on participants, and then you add your participants, okay? So click this button right here, and it'll add the participant, and then you just simply fill in the blanks. The only two things that are actually required are the name and the email. You don't really even have to do any of this other stuff except for check the residency, okay? The other thing is that I cannot alter your client's info and you can't alter mine, so we can't enter it for you. Kind of puts the responsibility on the coach, okay? So real quick, I'll stop sharing. Is there any questions on the online weight loss challenge on any portion that you guys are participating or that you guys might have questions in? Just unmute your line so we can hear the question. Lisa, yes, I'll resend you yours.
I have a question.
Yes.
Some of the girls that are in the challenge haven't given me their information. So is that going to hinder them as far as like even being a part of it?
So, okay, so that's a great question. It's not going to be, it's not going to hinder them from being a part of it, and it meaning the support system. So just remember that the majority of the people that sign up for this challenge sign up for the support. It's not like that that challenge of that body transformation challenge where they're signing up to win the big prize and all that. This is really for the support. So most of them are signing up for the support. So they certainly can still take advantage of that, but will they be eligible for a win on either they won't be eligible for a picture win, and they won't be eligible for a any type of win if we don't have their data. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you just may want to remind them, hey, I never got your starting weight, and I need that picture if you still have it on your phone or whatever, and in order to be eligible to win, if that's important to you, okay? So just let them know. If it's important to you to be like in the running for the win, we definitely need your info. If not, you're certainly going to get all the support and tools and assets from the site. And I know that's why you signed up, just kind of edify that for them.
Okay, and then the challenge itself ends the 29th, and that's when the new one starts.
The challenge itself ends mid-March. So good question. There's 6-week challenges, okay? So the idea is that this one is continuing, but we don't want to wait 6 weeks to start another one for the new people coming on board. So we start a new one, and then this one ends on March the 14th. Okay, so this one will be registering the 29th through the 6th, and then everybody will be finishing up on the 14th on the first challenge, submitting numbers, etc. And the other one will be 2 weeks in. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome questions, and thanks for asking. Because if you're thinking them, and you know, probably 5 others are. So good job. Any other questions? No.
Tina, I have a question.
Yes.
My question is that the weekly menus and the recipes, where did those come from?
Good question. I have those, and those came from Chance's challenge. So he shared all of his stuff. So they came from Chance's challenge.
So if we decide to do the, okay, wait. First of all, for the next one, are we gonna do different menus?
We can definitely do different menus, and I only use those as a starting point because that seemed to be the biggest research data point. You know what I mean? Like that would be the most to put together in one spot. So we use that so we could get it going. So
okay.
we can pull from anywhere.
If they were like someone came up with them, and then I didn't know if we have continuing people joining from one challenge into the next one, like if we're gonna switch it up so that they knew.
That's a good question. So we won't have your current people in challenge 1, Denise, in challenge 2, because they're not yet even done with challenge 1, right? So they're in challenge 1, and we have a whole new batch of people in challenge 2. So we can reuse some of the information. And here's the other thing. They probably won't, you know how you go to a training and you hear the information, then you go to the training the next month and you hear the information, you hear different, they probably are going to see it differently for a couple of months because they're not going to see every recipe. One's going to pop out and they'll use it. They're not following it to a T. So I don't think there's any harm, any foul in reusing some of the material. Okay, she's muted. She's got like 30 kids in the room.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you said that people that are in like the February challenge here will not be in the March, so they don't have the option to like start the next challenge, I guess, 2 weeks early. So they're doing 2 and just keep going month after month after month.
Well,
sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, well, let's just think this through out loud because they haven't finished challenge 1.
Yeah.
So how would they enter challenge 2 if they haven't finished challenge 1?
Well, I don't know. I guess because I'm thinking that some people are loving the idea of, I know a couple of people have said, so this will keep going each month. So for them, they were, wanting to keep going, but it almost seems like they'll have like a 3-week break then because they'll really only be able to be entering every other month.
Yeah, okay. So they'll really have a 2-week break, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So think about this. We're going to end on March 14th. We're going to have a Thursday night, the 17th, the celebration Zoom where they're all on. We'll announce the winners on the Zoom so they need to be on the Zoom, which is a way for us to show the opportunity, right? The week of the 21st, they'll have off and we can start registering. We can open it up early. This is another thing that they were talking about on the call, all of you guys, is that they were having like a pre-registration period, so there wasn't like lag time. So then they give them a 1 week of pre-registration where they can attach their slots, but they don't wait until the challenge starts. But we could start dripping that support on them. Okay, so they'll just have a probably like a 2 week period where they're not going to be engaged, but we also have a so we'll figure it out as we go, Angie, but I don't know that they need to join 2 challenges simultaneously, because they got 2 sets of records and this one for this one, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So
I have one other question. So when you use the weight loss challenge, the online weight loss challenge, it goes like, I think it's like 8 weeks of material. So will we ever use 7 and 8 to incorporate into our 6 week challenges?
yeah, that was the other thing that we were trying to figure out also, is who sends the Herbalife WLC info, like on the tracking, right? Because some of those videos we're using on the site, so we're pulling the information from Herbalife WLC. If you feel like you want to support your clients via email on the back end and send them to your clients, you can, okay? But we're pulling a lot of that information onto the Facebook site. Does that make sense? Because not every email's entered in there, and then they're all pulled at that time. So we can certainly incorporate those following weeks of material, especially week 2 or the second or third chapter.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And
Thank you.
I had one other thing to say about the challenge when you were talking. Julie, did you have something to add? No? Okay. You look like you were talking. Okay. Any other questions on the challenge? So definitely you guys want to enter your people in, right? Angie, I know what I was going to tell you, is our care team page. For everyone that you're entering in onto the site, guys, I would also put them in the care team page so we can celebrate their success and their weight loss and stuff like that. And then they do have that, constant drip of support and ideas and things like that. You can let them know that that's going to be kind of the support page, but this is going to be the detailed specifics for your daily stuff. So it's not like they're going to be left hanging for 2 or 3 weeks if they're on both pages. Okay, so we're not going to post all the product spotlight and all that on our care team, but they certainly can get warm and fuzzy on that page and ideas and recipes and acknowledgments. Okay, so next subject, guys, I want to share the screen. And while I'm sharing the screen, I really want to give a shout out to Gilly Griffin. She took on a daunting task of, creating and really putting these documents together for their organization. And then when we were at the summit, Julie and Pat really shared this with us, and we were like, oh, that's amazing. So we all started using this. So first off, shout out to Gilly for really making it look pretty usable, because this is a lot of time and effort, guys. So thank you very much, Gilly. So these, I know that a lot of you are already using these, especially like in the San Antonio area. I posted these earlier because we were going to be covering tonight, and I want to share with you what we did in San Antonio. Oh, I don't know if I have mine. It's in my binder. Okay. What we did was we took this page and so this is your, what you're going to do on a daily basis. And I will say, it really doesn't matter how long you've been in the business. If you're not organized, you're just going to be spinning your wheels. So this has been invaluable for the brand new member to really understand how to fill in their day. And even if your day consists of a 9-to-5 job, that you fill that in, and then you really put in the little chunks of time that you have to work your business. It's got your goal setting over here, how many you want to put into the live HOM on an online HOM, and how many you actually did, right? So you can track your invites, you can track your business opportunity, your total volume at the end of the day. You guys should know your volume at the end of the day. Let me see if my backpack's in here. What we did was, it's way over there. What we did, guys, was we spiral bound them Okay? And Kel, I don't know if you have yours, but we did a front sheet and a back sheet. We did this one, and then the back side is what you're going to do on a daily basis. Okay? And these are, especially if you're full-time, guys, these are the things that you want to make sure that you get in on a daily basis. These are the 6 most important things you're going to do, your social media posts, and people you want to follow up with today. So this part is filled out the night before if you're really on top of it, because you should always go to bed knowing what your next day looks like, okay? Like what you need to start off and planning your day. So again, shout out to Gilly for really putting those things together. What we did was we took both of those pages and we front and backed them like Julie and them do, and then we took, we asked Office Depot and they spiral bound the side. So basically we have our own 90-day little planner, and it's all in a binder. It's all in a planner, and we're just filling them out so we can have this 90-day roadmap for distributors and members. Oh, Kel, you got yours? Hold up. I'm going to let him talk. Okay, hold it. I'm going to hold it up so everybody can see it there real quick.
Hold on, I got stuff in there. Yeah. Oh, I don't even see it. My thing's too bright.
Can y'all see it?
Just bound up.
Okay.
All 90 pages.
Yeah, so it's super helpful just to throw in your backpack and have loose, and it's bound. I know Julie and them, I think they 3-ring hole punched and put them in a binder. So those stat sheets, guys, are invaluable, especially for a brand new member, to figure out how to get their day going and how to get their business going. So then the other one that we all saw, let me find it here. That's not it. The other one that we saw, guys, I wanted to show y'all this one, was the tracker that David Bevins put up on the screen, and really it's tracking the 3 stages of your business, and that one is also on there. But I want to show you guys this. It's already 8:30. Y'all can see that other tracker up, but I want to show you guys this. Let me see. I don't think I'm sharing my screen. Let me share my screen real quick. We used to have a document. Can you guys see this? Yes? Let me see. I can't see everybody. Denise, can you see this? Okay. So we used to have a document when we were working a system, and it was a 2-year track to Pres team. So I just want to show you guys, because David Bevins took this for 6 months on the screen, but then what I did was sit down and took it to a 12-month period. So this is, you know, our plan, guys. It's 10-5-1. And then for those of us that were at in Vegas at the summit, we were like, we saw what David did, right? He went to 40K, and he's got all these people popping, right, and moving his pins. So if all you do is you get 10 packs out, and you get 5 customers and 1 member, okay? Just follow me here. See if I can make this a little bit bigger. So you do that, and then month 2, you do your 10-5-1, and your 1 does the 10-5-1. So all you focus on is teaching the 1 the 10-5-1. I just want to show you guys how the numbers play out if you guys would just stay focused and on track. So then everybody that comes on does 10-5-1. This is what David mastered in the UK. So look at the numbers. At the end of 6 months, you've got 32 members in the organization. Not supervisors, but 32 members, okay? So 32 members in the organization doing 10-5-1. At the end of a year, you've got 2,048 members, not supervisors, but members, okay? So if you take the standard average, I just want to get you guys clear on the possibility if you guys just stay the course. If you take 2,048 members, and out of 10, let's just say out of 10 members, how many of those would y'all say would go supervisor? Hold up a finger. Out of 10 members, how many of them would be supervisors? And do y'all, I mean, what would y'all say? 2, 1, 3? 3? Okay, Julie says 3. Nate, 3. Okay, so what I did was I figured if only, 2. If 1 out of 5 went supervisor. So if only 2 out of the 10 made supervisor, do you guys know that you guys would have about, let's say 400 of those would be supervisors, okay? And do y'all know what the average supervisor in Herbalife produces in volume points? 500 volume points? Nate says 500. I should probably unmute y'all. This would be a little more interactive. Hold on. Look. No, let's just keep playing the guessing game. Hold on. Let me see if I can unmute y'all. Okay.
At about 7:30, but then he woke up at about 8, so I put him back down.
Hold on. I had to mute because we got a lot of people talking in the background. Unmute yourself and let me know what y'all think the average supervisor in Herbalife produces.
500 to 800.
500 to 800. Thank you, Nate, for your participation. Unmute yourself. Take a stab at it, guys. There's like a number.
Ooh. And then like 5 to 9,000 or 900. I'm sorry.
5 to 900. So the average Herbalife supervisor is right around 1,200. Okay. So if you take 400 of your 2,000 and you multiply it by 400, you guys know that that's 480,000 in your organization. 200,000 is Pres team. So I'm just putting that out there that if you follow the 10-5-1 system and all you do is teach your new members 10-5-1 and lead with a 3-day trial, this is why David Bevins is what he is and how he's done what he's done. So keep your stats. Your stats are a roadmap for your members. Show your members, look, man, I didn't even get it right in the beginning. I didn't do everything, and this is still where I ended up, right? We've got members, guys, that are getting out. I mean, Jerry and Stephanie, all of you guys, I mean, Jerry and Stephanie texted me. They were trying to get on the call, but they had a new member and 4 packs. And, I mean, guys, it's crazy what's going on with the packs if you're using them right and you're doing it correctly, okay? So the last thing that I want to make sure that we talk about is our Success University. So if you've not participated in the Success University before, the Success University is a step-by-step format for us to enroll and get all of our members up to speed in their business. It's basically for a new member to get going in the business, but it's also for the existing member for accountability. Okay, because the homework keeps us accountable to and true to ourselves and our business, so it keeps us going. Then you're doing the homework right along with your new members, and then at the end of it, the different, because our organization is so spread, the different organizations celebrate together wherever you're at. Okay, for those that are doing the graduation, the next university kicks off next week. Okay, which made me actually think to look at the calendar, Julie, when we set this, when our challenge was going to end. So the 18th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our last class is going to be on the 17th. So we may want to do our celebration night on the 24th for all of our customers in the first challenge, and then kick off the enrollment for the next challenge. So I think the timing will work out great, but our next challenge opens. The registration is already open for it. It's on the team page, and it kicks off next week. So for the time that we're in that in the university, guys, we don't have a team call. It is our team call, because as an organization, we all go through it. And here's the thing. Do you need to know how to set up your Go Herbalife site? No. But can you explain and walk through step 1, 2, 3, and 4 of toGetStarted.com? Do you know what step 1 is? So it's really so that not that you maybe learn the info, but that you learn how to teach the info so that you guys could teach the university next, right? And then can you teach somebody how to teach it? And that's what we got super clear on in Vegas as well, is you're not there to learn it if you already know it. You're there to learn how to teach it if you already know it. And if you already know how to teach it, then can you sit down and teach someone how to teach the marketing plan? or the products or whatever it happens to be in the business. So we learn it, we teach it, and then we teach the teachers how to teach. So that's the value, guys, of you being in the university, even if you've already been through it, okay? And that's the growth, and that's the path of growth for every single one of us. So any questions, guys? Sorry for the technical difficulty earlier. Any questions? And if you do, unmute yourself, because I don't want to have a bunch of background talking. So if you guys have any questions, hit unmute and let's get y'all's questions answered.
Tina, I have a question.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could explain at Summit when David Bevan was talking about the 3 gets 3 and then it comes to 12, and then I think he said he gives like a free program. Now, so like it would start with one person and then they get 3 and then that 3 gets 3 and it goes up to 12. And then I was wondering, when does the person get the program? After all 12 people get on a Lean and Fit? I guess I was not clear on that.
So thank you, Denise, because we were talking about that at the club also. So the regular promotion is $5. You know, we run the $5 referral fee coupon, right? So what we really talked it through is, as a supervisor, I would be super happy if someone brought me 3 people to get on a 3-day trial, because we make about $10 on a 3-day trial. So I'm going to make roughly, close to $30 on that. If I got 3 people on a trial, I would happily give that person a canister of Formula One. So he wasn't given the caveat that they have to get on a program to get the canister. He's willing to trade his profit on the 3-day trial for the canister to work those 3. So then what he's done is he's encouraged those 3 to go get 3, right? So that's how you end up with 12. And so let's say you got this person here and they have said, and they're the ones working for the program. So they went and got 3 people. Well, this one needs to be the encourager for the other 3 to go get their 3, right? Guys, that was so easy. I got a free canister. And then they do the same promotion for those 3. Talk to this one to do the same promotion. The 12, it's 12 packs that gets a free program. Because guys, remember, even if you're out of pocket on a program, you've got 12 people, we know, 10-5-1, you're going to make it up in the front side. It's the same thing as when we were doing postcards. A lot of you guys don't realize this, but when I started the business, we actually mailed out postcards. Okay, you guys will just this is unbelievable what we did. But we bought a mailing list of weight loss seekers, and the mailing list cost about $200 to $250. We then bought the postcards, and then we bought the stamps to mail the postcard, because out of the postcards, we knew we'd get a certain percentage of them on the program. And our philosophy was, and it built like crazy, I'll tell you, it works. Our philosophy was, if we broke even on the first round, we were ahead of the game, because now we had clients to work with, and we knew the products would do the work and get the results, and then we could work the referrals. So this was before Facebook, before internet, before a lot of things. So we invested like $600 and $700 just to get people on the products, because we knew then we could work a referral. So basically that's kind of the same methodology and thought processes that David's saying, look, if you just give your guys who are bringing people to you some carrots, they will then turn around and bring more people to you. So a canister of Formula One for 3 trials, if they can get those 3 to bring 3, the one gets a free program. Okay, so, and you guys know what that's going to do. 12 people on the trials, you're going to have probably 7 of them on programs. And what did you give back to get 7 new clients like that? I mean, it just flips. Does that make sense? Denise disappeared. Any questions? Maybe I switch screens.
That makes sense. Thank you.
So, and here's the other thing. Then somebody asked me, well, then do you still give them the $5? You know, so you give them $5 on the referral if you're going to give them a canister of Formula One. Here's the deal, guys. Find your client's hot button, okay? And if they jump for $5, you go, hey, if you bring me somebody to get on a 3-day trial, I have a referral program, $5. If they light up, then well, hey, if you bring me 3, to roll right into that canister promotion. Well, here's a better deal. If you bring me 3, I'll give you a free canister of Formula One. You wanted chocolate and cookies and cream. So you can tell. All you got to do is throw it out there. If they light up, keep throwing it out there. Okay? And this was David's big thing. Hey, I'm going to be here all day. Go get them. Bring them in for lunch. Go get them. Bring them in. Call them right now. Who are they? Let's call them. He would aggressively work them and still does when he gets that hot person. Now, is everybody going to do it? No. But if you get in the habit of throwing it out there, the one that lights up, that's the one you work. That's how you know. And guess what? That's the one that's going to be the member, the one that wants to become a member and the one that wants to do the business. Because they don't know what they don't know, okay? And you guys would be surprised. These people are sitting in the club all day long. These people come in and get a shake, and they don't know the opportunity exists. They don't know that the discount exists. They've been buying retail. They don't know. So we're not doing our job if we don't just at least paint the picture. Hey, I don't know if anybody's ever told you, but this is available. It's happened twice this week in our own club. And they're like, holy cow, are you kidding me? So here's what I do. I meet them where they're at, whatever they came in for, and then I promote the next event. So like this one person, we promoted how the discount worked and that they could possibly make money if they want to do that. They signed up. If you want to make money, the next event's next weekend. Always leading them down to the next step, because if they don't know what it is, then they just stop in their progress. So, any other questions, guys? Hopefully that cleared up the 3 gets 3. I just love y'all's picture, Kyle, Beth. I'm just looking at your wedding picture. Okay. Ryan's laughing at me. Okay, anybody else? Any questions?
Thank you.
Kyle, he unmutes it for gratitude. You're welcome, darling. Okay, guys. Next week, University, everybody wants to get registered, needs to go to our team page. We will not be on this line next week. You'll get the dial-in number through the registration on the back end, so you definitely want to get registered. And then the University kicks off next week. Here's the thing. Anybody can attend next week's call. Let's think about that, because we did that, right, Julie? Week 1, everybody. We will do it on this line next week so that we can get everybody on track on week 1, and then we'll continue registration through week 2 so everybody can get caught to speed. So we will be on White Team page next week. Okay, cool. All right, guys, I'm going to open up the line so everybody can say good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.